I read about your experiments, Doctor. Did you happen to use any black folks?
Yes, of course.
And the results?
They fared the same as everyone else, roughly 65% compliant.
You didn't force or threaten anyone, right?
No.
You didn't twist anyone's arm?
No.
You know, hold a gun to anyone's head?
You see, it brings to mind when I was 6 or 7 years old, coming home from school. 2 policemen called me over from their car. Come over here, boy. Come on over.
Have I heard this one?
No. They tell me to get into the car, and they take me to the precinct station. Then one of them takes a jar of cane syrup and pours it over my head. And they both laugh like it's the funniest thing in the world. I laugh too. Then they give me hunks of peanut brittle and let me go. It took me 30 years before I told anyone.
Where was this, Ozzy? Down south?
Well, it doesn't matter where, and that's my point. You see, you don't have to go to Germany to learn about obedience to authority.
Well, this is in the book, actually. It's the 10th chapter, which very few people get to.
10th level?
The agentic state, in which the demands of the democratically installed authority conflict with conscience.
The banality of evil.
I don't take responsibility. Do you take responsibility?
I take responsibility. Now count that as wrong. No response counts as wrong.
Now you pull the switch then, damn it. Come on, you pull the switch.
Mr. Dalquist, that's your job.
No, I won't. Nobody can learn anything like this.
There was a time, I suspect, when men and women could give a fully human response to any situation, when we could be fully absorbed in the world as human beings. But more often now,
People don't get to see the whole situation, but only some small part of it. There's a division of labor, and people carry out small, narrow, specialized jobs. And we can't act without some sort of direction from on high. I call this the agentic state. The individual yields to authority, and in doing so, becomes alienated from his own actions.
Mr. Dalquist, you agreed to the rules.
The agentic state is store policy. It's, I'm just doing my job. Or, that's not my job. Or, I don't make the rules. We don't do that here. Just following orders. It's the law. In the agentic state, the individual defines himself as an instrument carrying out the wishes of others. A soldier, a nurse, an administrator, an actor, a corporate employee, or even, yes, academics and artists.
Please, continue.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Mr. Dalquist.
Shut up a minute!
No, come on. Come on.
Son of a bitch!
A person has a choice. He or she chooses to become agentic. But once you assume the role, it's almost impossible to go back.
Wrong. 195 volts. Dance.
Let me out of here. Let me out of here.
Continue, please.
We always asked, is there anything the man could have said to stop you from administering the shocks? And they would always say, no. I don't think so, no. 1984. 1984 was a big year for me. My lecture fees peaked. I was asked to speak all over the world about the obedience experiments, of course, in relation to Orwell's prophetic book, a book that describes a totalitarian world where people aren't very good at thinking for themselves.
Who can explain it? Who can tell you why? Fools give you reasons, wise men never try.
1984 was also the year that I died.
was 51.
Excuse me. We need to see a doctor immediately.
I'm Stanley Milgram. This is my ID. I believe I'm having my 5th heart attack.
Dr. Heisenbuttel.
That's who treated me last time.
You need to fill this out.
The agentic personality.
No one can truly know what they might or might not do when presented with the demands of a particular situation. In 2008, a professor at Santa Clara University replicated the obedience experiments and got roughly the same results. Over 60% of volunteers delivered the full shocks. In 2010, the experiments were duplicated on a French reality TV show, Le Jeu de Mort, the Game of Death. Participants were egged on by a live studio audience. Over 80% went all the way. Alexandra Milgram, Sasha, continues to live in the apartment we shared in Riverdale. Our children live with their children near Boston and Toronto. Sasha never remarried. The obedience experiments are cited and discussed in nearly every introductory psychology textbook worldwide. My obedience film is screened for every incoming class at West Point, and my methods and results continue to be challenged, scorned, debunked. Yet every time a new outrage is unleashed into the world, sanctioned and systematic acts of violence, the obedience experiments re-enter the conversation, reframing unanswerable questions. You could say we're puppets, but I believe that we are puppets with perception, with awareness. Sometimes we can see the strings, and perhaps our awareness is the first step in our liberation.